Hello and welcome to day 24. I was just thinking as I was shaving, reflecting on the intention of not just this channel, but because as I've mentioned in the past, there's a constant wavering in this, what feels like necessarily short window that I must act upon of my ability to pursue a path. I don't want to say career. I have an aversion to the word career. And I think that's rooted in my dislike in the idea that any one person has to restrict themselves into this one box of this is what you do for the rest of your life. It's always something that I've wrestled with. But the path that I am trying to take right now by doing this channel, by working on coaching people online through various aspects of health, it is something I waver on between going back and making money by plugging into my career in the past, which I'm not completely averse to. I actually miss the problem solving, and I'm very keen on the idea of returning to that workforce, but it's just those ideas that my mind rebels against. The thing is, I'm good when I apply myself in those areas, and I also feel almost shame in my resistance to just plug in as another cog in the machine when so many people would feel blessed and appreciative to be able to plug into any of the types of machines that I can plug myself into. It's a very fortunate circumstance, I suppose, but that's what makes it so difficult to turn my back on, as well as the idea of security in this very uncertain time. But the reason I'm going on jabbering about this is, man, there's something to this feeling that not just that I need to do something where I'm taking a leap into that entrepreneurial type realm, but that it's my duty to not plug into some machine as a cog, but to bring whatever, and this is not just, I'm not saying I have a gift that no one else has, but I do feel that getting in terms of almost spirituality and purpose for life, that I do feel that every single one of us human beings on this planet has something to give to the world, and gift makes sense because you give it. Right? I feel this very strong urge to, it's not that I want to resist plugging in as a cog into a machine, but I feel that I'm betraying whatever grand life force powers this whole thing called life all around us. It's like I'm betraying God, if you will. And I'm betraying the universe by not following this more difficult path that is just rife with struggle and one obstacle after another, and a lot of that being mental. But as I mentioned, I was just shaving and just reflecting on just the current crazy state of the world. And again, I have to reiterate this over and over. I do not think I'm going to fix and change the world, but I feel like everyone has to play their part. And if I'm not playing my part, it's with one less pebble in the bucket for good, and every pebble counts. And maybe that's the title of this one. Yeah, it matters, man. And I just wish that, because I know, and this is where I struggle, because I know that it is so difficult, and more to come on this later in the intricacies of the difficulties, but I know that it is difficult to not give in to the demons, a concept I've recently talked about. And I think that really is what's going on here. It's that bad wolf that exists on your shoulder, those little demons that exist inside your head that tell you to give in to comfort, that tell you to, just push this off, it's not a big deal. But those little things add up over time, and that's what I've wrestled with for the past decade, and that's what I'm trying to continue to battle and find, I guess, the ultimate solution, which it's never just one thing. It's never a pill. It's never a one-word answer. It's hard work, day in and day out. And I know that's hard. And it's hard to imagine a world where everyone is doing their part, but I feel like I have to do my part so that I can at least be the tiniest glimpse of someone trying to do that so that others can do the same. And that's all I have to do, is inspire the good, to inspire others to bring the good out of themselves. And it's a struggle, but we can do it. We can do it. And that's it. Already over. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.